What do we have going on here? Oh,
Are you locked out?
I'm locked out.
Oh,
Shoot.
Joe's locked himself out.
Joe's locked out. I can't do any work now.
Joe locked himself out.
Hey there. I have a little project in here, Nancy.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Oh, I haven't even combed my hair. You better not be.
What's going on in here? We got some craft paper down. Hey, Marky. Huh? We are going to put in a ceiling fan up here, way up here, and somehow we got to get it, and it's got to fit in here without hitting the sides of the walls and over here and stuff. And that's why we've got all this craft paper down, and we've got a ceiling fan that we took out from a different condo, and we're going to use that one. And it's a ceiling fan that matches this exactly. It's called a Fanimation Islander. These babies are expensive, let me tell you. They're about $700. And we've got the old ceiling fan, and it's still in excellent shape. It's right here, and we're going to install that. It had just a small little extension rod on it. See here? That's the length of it because it was on an 8-foot ceiling. But we've got to do it and make it kind of like this with the long extension. You can go to the store, you can get extension rods. Here we got an 18-inch extension rod, and we also have a 24-inch extension rod. We're going to measure it and do some stuff and figure out exactly. Just because this one is a certain length doesn't mean the one in the bathroom is going to be the certain length, depending on the angle and the pitch of the ceiling and where it is located in there. Okay, so we got a little bit of stuff to do, and I sent Mark to the store. We got a couple little things for our project. I'm not going to show you this entire project or anything. I'm just going to show you bits and pieces. I have some other videos on my channel that show all this. But see, we had to go through a little bit of a thought process on how are we going to get up there. There's no attic up here, okay? And see, usually I'll put a cut-in box in next to the existing light switch. Well, here's the existing light switch. It's in a single gang box. There's not enough room to put it in there, is there? We look over here, think, okay, can we go up this way? Well, here's a box. We could have put a cut-in 2-gang box in there. What does a 2-gang box look like? Looks like this right here. And see, there's some little paddle things that doink like that on both ends. So when you tighten up the screw, it goes like that. And then that sucks in behind the wall, and that tightens it up. And then there's some little tabs right here, and that fits on the outside of the sheetrock wall. See, so I'm gonna take out a box, a single, and then cut in a 2-gang box is what it's called. But we can't do it here because there's some wood here. We're at the corner here. There's no way to do it. Sometimes when you look at your area, you might have a switch over here, and then we'd have to go up that way, but you know, no switch there. All these condos are set up differently. So now here, look at this. There's a switch here. This is behind the door, and you turn that one on and the light goes on in the shower. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this one out right here. We're gonna put a 2-gang box in here. Then we're gonna have to sneak the wire up the wall. I'm gonna have to cut the sheetrock out before the ceiling. I'm gonna have to cut a square in the ceiling, probably fish the wire up, and then I'm gonna have to probably cut the side of that out, and I'm gonna have to fish it up behind that beam somehow. And then I'm gonna have to figure out exactly where it's gonna go over here, put the box in. We're gonna use a pancake box. And we're gonna screw that right onto a ceiling joist up there, roof rafter. Okay, and we're gonna take that and we're gonna have to make some patches up there. We're gonna have to run some wire here, and here we got some wire, and this is 12-2 with 12-2 with the ground. Okay, that means the wires are 12-gauge wire, and there's 2 wires in there, black and white, and the with ground means that one of them is a bare stranded wire. So there's actually 3 wires in there. Okay, but that's how they call it. Now see, you can go to the store. This is a 15-foot roll. This is just a little bit left. There's not 15 feet in there, but we might use some of that. And then went to the store and got a 25-foot roll, 12-2 with ground, 25-foot Romex, that's what it's called. It's cabling. It's got rubber sheathing on the outside of it. And that's generally what you use. We're gonna fish all that stuff up in the wall. I might make some other videos of showing you the progress, but I'm not gonna show you a point-by-point video on this particular one. I'm doing this for some friends of mine, and he's gracious enough to let me use my camera in here a little bit, but you know, if this was a vacant condo and stuff, I'd be more liberal with my time and trying to get all this stuff up. So then all these patches are gonna have to be taped, topped, skimmed, tight skimmed, and some painting's gonna have to be done and all that kind of stuff. We get all done with this, we don't even want it to look like we were ever here. That's the point of this project. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.